This is R.D. Sharma Solution Class 12, Chapter 14, Differentials, Errors and Approximation. We are taking multiple choice question, that is MCQ. If there is an error of 2% in measuring the length of a simple pendulum, then percentage error in its period is. Okay, now we have to go back to physics. You know, the chapter of physics where we have the pendulum being explained. So I have to show you the concept here and the result here so that you can refer. Okay, so what is a pendulum? Nowadays it is antique, but in previous days it's like hanging rod. It moves, it goes from left to right, and the length of string or the rod is L, and there's a time period which it completes for completion of one round, that is called T. Now the question is asking if there is an error of 2% in measuring the length of a simple pendulum. So L error. So this is the error 2% in measuring the length. That is, if this is L, I already told you how to compute the percentage error. Delta L, that is the change in the length divided by the original length multiplied by 100, is going to be your 2% in this case, because this is your percentage error. So let us make it as 2. Okay. Now the next one is delta L into DL. This, or delta L or DL, we use it very interchangeably. So this is nothing but DL by L into 100 equals 2. Alright. Now the time period. So the formula of time period you have to recall, I have given here also for your reference. That is going to be T equals 2 pi under root L by G. Now I'm going to differentiate it and you'll see what is the problem. So 2 pi is a constant and gravity G is the constant. So the percentage error in its period is, that is delta T by T into 100, that has to be computed. That is what we are interested in. So let us differentiate, but we have an issue here. The differentiation will take a lot of effort if you deal with root, and you have L by G also. So the best way is to take the logarithm both sides. Take the logarithm, that is log T. I'm taking this log T is equal to, so A into B, so log 2 pi into plus log under root of L by G. But taking log under root L by G, this is L by G is to the power half. You take the log of this, half will come in front, and log A by B is log A minus log B. So it will be log L minus log G. So log A minus log B, that means log L minus log G. Now it is quite easy to differentiate now. So there are certain constants which will just go away when we differentiate. So we'll differentiate with respect to L. Log T, 1 by T, then dt by dl, because we are differentiating with respect to L, not T. This is equal to log 2i, pi is constant 0, log G will also vanish because it's going to be 0, it's a constant. Only log L differentiation, that will give you 1 by L. Now we have this dt by dl, this t you can take it here, t by L kind of thing will come, but we are not interested in this. We are interested in finding out this dl by L into 100, that is already given, and we are going to find delta t or dt by t into 100. So let us interchange these. We have dt by t is equal to dl by L, and there is a half also. But in the question, dl by L into 100 is given, so let us multiply both sides by 100. dl by L by 100 is already given, which is 2. You can replace it by 2, cancel it, it is going to be 1. And what is on the left side? dt by t into 100, that is what? That is what is to be computed. As I said, dl and delta L has to be used interchangeably, and that is going to be 1. So there is an error of 1% in calculating the period of the pendulum if there is an error of 2% in measuring the length of a simple pendulum. Alright, so this is the way you have to do it. On the left, in the printed content, I have given you the way you are going to write it in your examination. If there is an error of a% in measuring the edge of a cube, the percentage error in its surface is, let us call edge as x. So delta x by x into 100 is given as a% is a. Then percentage error in its surface is, percentage error, what is the surface area? It's 6x squared. The one side area is x squared, there are 6 sides, so 6x squared. So call it as surface area or call it as y to better understand y and x. dy by dx differentiation is going to be 6 and x squared will be 2x. So it will be 12x. dy by dx is 12x. 6x, 12x. Okay. Now, we have dy by dx here. Y we have taken as surface area, x we have taken as the h, or the side, or the length. So delta y by y into 100, that is what we are interested in, right? So dy is here. We have 12x on the right hand side. Now take this dx on the right hand side, and this dx by x into 100 is already given to us. So from here we can compute dx. Dx is delta x only, so x goes up, a into x by 100. So in place of dx, you can always write ax by 100. So it's 12x, ax by 100. This is dy. So dy by y into 100 is to be computed. So we have to introduce 100 on the right hand side and divide right hand side by y also. And y is what? It's 6x. So this 100 gets cancelled. This x and this x will form x square. You can cancel it with the denominator. 6 to the 12. A is remaining, so 2a. So percentage error in its surface area is 2a%. And how we are going to do it? Let me show you. Now mostly I try to solve it and then show the reference, because most of the people on comment, they say, hey, you have the answer already with you and you just show it, and they give gandi galiyas to me, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. The main thing is you should understand how this thing is done, because printed material is available all over the internet, but how to solve it is the best thing. You can learn from me the logic. So this is the answer. If an error of k% is made in measuring the radius of a sphere, then percentage error in its volume is. So radius, call it as x, and there is a percentage error of k. I'm calling radius as x, so volume I'm calling it as y. So delta x by x into 100 is given as k%. This is already given. Now the percentage error in the volume is, what is the volume? Y. What is the volume of a sphere? 4 by 3 pi r cube. We'll write it as 4 by 3 pi x cube. Let us differentiate it. dy by dx is going to be equal to 4 by 3 pi x square will be 3x. 3 gets cancelled. You have 4 pi x square, which is actually the surface area also. So dy by dx is there. dy here, dx goes on the right. Dx can be computed from the given content here. So we can write this dx in this case. So dx, so this x was not there, 100 was not there. So let us write in place of dx or delta x from the equation which is being already provided or in the question from here. So x goes up, 100 goes down. So it will be kx divided by 100. So in place of dx or delta x, replace it by kx by 100. 4 pi x square into kx by 100. Okay, now we have this dy or delta y. Now dy by y into 100 has to be computed. That is what we are interested in. So you have to have 100 on the right hand side multiplied and y being divided on the right hand side. So just divide it by y and multiply it by 100. As I told you, y is already 4 by 3 pi x cube. You can place it right now. Okay, cancel 100, cancel x cube from here. From here, the pi goes, 4 vanishes, 3 goes up. K is still there, so 3k. So dy by y into 100, that is the percentage error in its volume, is 3k% if an error of k% is made in measuring the radius of a sphere. How are you going to write? This is the way you are going to put in on the paper. The height of a cylinder is equal to the radius. So there is recalling always of the volume, the surface area, or the total surface area of various shapes which we already learned, like the cylinder, the cone, and the circle, etc. So this is the height and this is the radius. Please remember, radius and height is already given as same. So change in radius, change in height will be equivalent. So let us call them as x. They both are same. If an error of alpha% is made in the height, let us write it with respect to height, and then we'll just change it to the x. That is delta h by h into 100 is given as alpha% or alpha. That is given in the question. Don't look at the reference I have provided. Just follow what I am instructing. Delta h by h into 100. This is alpha. So this is alpha. Delta h. If you have delta r, it will be delta h, it will be delta h. So they can be used interchangeably in this question because radius and height are being provided being similar. So this delta h by h into 100 equals delta x by x. So replace delta h by delta x, replace h by x into 100. So they are actually the same in the question. And this is alpha only. Delta x can be computed from here. It's going to be x goes up, 100 goes down. So alpha x by 100. This is your delta. Now we have the volume, which is pi r square h. Volume, let me call volume as y. Since we have taken radius as x, height will also be x, so it will be pi x cube because x square into x, so volume is pi x cube. Let us call it as y. Dy by dx, that is differentiated. X cube will be 3x square, so you'll get 3 pi x square as the differentiate. Dx goes on the right, and that can be taken from what we have just computed initially, that is alpha x by 100. 3 pi x square into alpha x by 100, and this dy, surface area, right? So dy, we are talking about volume, sorry, not surface. Dy by y into 100, so you have to have a 100 on the right hand side, you have to have a y in the denominator. So multiply it by 100, divide by y. Y is nothing but pi x cube, so write pi x cube. Now cancel everything, only 100 goes, x cube goes, pi goes, and only 3 and alpha will be remaining, 3 alpha. So this is, so the error in the volume of the cylinder is 3 alpha percent. When the error of alpha percent is made in the height, that is how you are going to write on. Now this should come first, but anyways, you understand well. While measuring the side of an equilateral triangle of an error of k% is made, the percentage error in its area is. Equilateral triangle means equal angle, equal side. All sides are equal, all angles are equal. Now measuring the side of an equilateral triangle, let us call the side as x. So measuring the side of an equilateral triangle, an error of k% is made. We have delta x by x into 100 is already given as k%. The percentage error in its area. Area is what? Root 3 by 4 x square. So let us call this as y. Y is equal to root 3 by 4 x square. Dy by dx is root 3 by 4, and this is 2x. Don't cancel 4 and 2 as of now. You'll just see y. Dx and delta x can be computed from here. X goes up, 100 goes down. So it's kx by 100 in place of delta x, or dx, replace it by kx by 100. So this dx goes here, and in place of dx I am replacing it by kx by 100. So root 3 by 4 into 2x, here kx by 100. Now dy. Okay. Now this dy by y into 100 has to be computed, so you need to have 100 on the right hand side, and you need to divide it by y, which is essentially the area, which is root 3 by 4x. Now replace it, or just put root 3 by 4x square here, and you have to write everything what I am saying. This goes, 100 goes, x square also goes, this 100 goes, you have 2 and k. So this is 2k. So this dy by y into 100 is 2k%. The area, or in the area of the error, is 2k%. This question we are going to take in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much and take care of